Hello everybody, welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. I'm John, we're back here with TJ Hooker and the crew, and we've just learned some pretty terrible things. We just popped in the DVD that we got from Green Winters, and it seems that, as I suspected, it has been confirmed that Fierschwing is back. The room goes quiet as everyone struggles to process what you've just seen on the DVD. Finally, Dietrich breaks the silence. A dragon. Son of a bitch. Green Winter set us up against a dragon. The Firewing. She lives. I'm really starting to regret the fact I didn't just stay at the hotel. Wait a second. We don't know for certain. The evidence seemed pretty convincing to me, love. I'll take a step further. I think the secret facility we stumbled into was her lair. Probably. You're probably right, Dietrich. Just think about it. The Decollete Witches got those coordinates from was posting about Fierschwing. Then she was killed by that same orcish bastard that attacked us after Monica died. There's a direct link between the dragon, the scarred orc, and the Harfeld Manor. And then Winters was killed by the same thing that killed Monica. Exactly. My gut tells me the dragon is down there, TJ Hooker. Someplace far beneath the surface. I think that we knocked on the door to her lair without even knowing it. And I think that given what we've seen, the dragon will do whatever it takes to keep us quiet about it. Okay, going on the assumption there is a dragon, and that she will come after us, what do you propose we do about it? I'll tell you what we're gonna do, Iger. Maybe, let's see, okay. We either can look for Vauclair, we can head in back there, kick in the door, and kill the dragon. He says we need Adrian. So let's find Vauclair. Yes, TJ Hooker is right. Finding Dr. Vauclair should be our priority. If we're going up against a dragon, we need to find ourselves a dragon slayer. We just spent 20 years searching for Vauclair, and it got him nowhere. How do you propose that we find him? With the help of an information broker. Well then, I'll go talk to Altug. For this, no. While Herr Birakazi is very capable, a task of this magnitude is beyond him. We need to make contact with the premier information broker in Berlin. We need to talk to Alice. This is exactly the kind of thing that I'm in for. Oh, Alice. Best of luck. I hope that you're rich. For this? Rich enough, even if only just. Who is this Alice? A most prominent figure in Berlin's shadow community. Oh god. Ex-Schocken Wellenreiter. Yep. She provides information retrieval services for the F-State. Amsel turns to the computer console behind him and runs his figures over a virtual keyboard. Sorry, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little late for me. I'm stumbling on words a bit right now, and I do apologize for that. I am doing my best. The machine begins to hum. If Witches was right, if Vauclair is still alive, she can help us find him. The console spits out a stick of black plastic. Amsel plucks it from the computer and hands it to you. Here, your key to speak with Alice. A cred stick? An encoded cred stick, yes, 10,000 Nuyen. Alice will not show her face for less. This represents the last of my personal savings, TJ Hooker. Nick, this meeting counts. Whoa! So 10,000 Nuyen is the price to just talk to Alice, apparently. But she is an information broker, so that makes sense. I better make sure I know what I want to ask. Shit. Okay, where do I need to go? Take the U-Bahn to the Altstadt Spandau. I hope I said that right, but I probably didn't. There you'll find a connecting tube that the locals refer to as Rabbit Hole. You'll find a method of contacting Alice there. Don't call it that in front of her, though. Word on the street is, she hates it. Thank you, Blitz. Please hurry. While you're out, I will work on acquiring new contracts. I'm sorry. I will work on acquiring new contracts for the team. Alice is the best there is at what she does, and her services carry a price tag to match. I see. So we're going to talk to Alice, but we're probably going to have to do some jobs to make the money to pay for Alice after we've talked to her. Well, let's say goodbye to Dante, because we're heading out to the U-Bahn right now, so good boy, Dante. But you need to stay put. I'm sorry, friend. We're heading out. TJ Hooker has slung his gear over his shoulder. He's got a fancy new deck that he can't wait to try out. It's going to be so fancy and so good. And, you know, actually I should probably look into getting some new digs for the team as well, because it's not all about TJ. It's about the team, and the team certainly could use some better gear, I think. And it's just occurring to me that Paul Amsel had about 10,000 to give me here for a meeting with, what's her name, Alice. And I just made like 2,000 looting a crappy hotel. And that was that guy's life savings? He is not a very good thief, is he? Okay. Welcome back. You need some weapons, some ammunition, perhaps. Okay, I'm here to buy. Care to tell me about your inventory? Oh, we have weapons from all across Europe. Ares, Jeska, Vegeta, you name it. It could be found on the continent. It could be acquired by Metbach Arms. Oh, impressive setup. Let's do some business. Let's see here. I think I got myself a nice pistol for glory, actually. So I don't need a new pistol. But maybe a rifle would be nice. A better rifle for old TJ here. I was just saying it's not all about TJ. Ooh. What is this? You can have a katana? Why don't I have that right now? Because I don't have enough money. I want that. I want to have a melee character eventually. Well, actually, Glory is kind of already fulfilling that role. Well, it doesn't actually look like there's a whole lot I can do, so to the U-Bahn it is. TJ did give it an honest shot. Oh, look, this fucking dancer here is still plugging away. Can we give her more money? Not this time. Well, you're working hard, and I appreciate that at least, but I'm not so sure about your chosen profession. It's not that I have anything against dancers. It just doesn't seem like you actually have a very good business strategy for your dancing as a profession. You haven't thought it through. I'm worried about you. I don't know how you're putting food on your table. Okay, we are at the rabbit hole now, though. That was quick. We should not call up the rabbit hole around Alice, though. She won't like that. Okay. So the arcade machine. Let's punch it. Wait, what's this? Let's step away for a second, because I just saw something. TJ is like, what? There's something over here. Oh, yeah. Is this going to be money? Or is it going to be drugs? It's drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, more drugs in the bathroom. As always, you can always expect to find some good old drugs in these shitty bathrooms all over the place. Oh, jeez. Now I can't fucking hit the arcade machine again. There we go. TJ got distracted by the drugs. The only active console in the derelict span of U-Bahn platform is an old video arcade machine. The CRT monitor set into the machine's cabinet glows invitingly. Cheerful pixelated graphics swirl and dance on the screen. Investigate the machine, TJ. And insert the down payment. Okay. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears into the port, and the screen goes black. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. Alice. Wow. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The screen looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie, from the Venetian blinds on the windows to the great swaths of shadows that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of a cigarette glows cherry red in the shadows. She leans forward into the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. Holy shit. That's not what I expected at all. Her face is all hard planes and sculpted angles, with high cheekbones and almond eyes. Her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. A head of lustrous black hair is interspersed with flowing streams of cyan light. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorless smile. We're on your dime, friend. Tell me what you're looking for. I need you to find someone for me. Dr. Adrian Vauclair. The Dragon Slayer. Interesting. He's been missing for a long time. I'm not surprised you recognize the name. This is an information broker, TJ. Get your shit together. Of course she knows who this guy is. Yes, he has. The question is, can you find him? She looks you in the eye, and her smile disappears. Her voice is all business. Oh, jeez. If he's out there somewhere, I'll find him for you. He could be living under an assumed name in California Free State, and I'd still track him down. And if he's not alive, I can tell you where to find his corpse. Speaking of corpses, Alice, I think that I might know who you really are. Oh? Do tell. There's a member of Echo Mirage named Alice Hefner. She died back in 2029 fighting the crash virus. Still exists in the Matrix, calls herself Alice too. Oh. An interesting theory. But I fear that my price to confirm her tonight would fall well outside your price range. For now, let's get back to the business at hand. Let's. Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with an encryption key that I'll provide you. That cred stick will have 50,000 new yen on it. When I get my cred stick, you get your information. This is the deal. Take it or leave it. Wow. Price gouging, huh? For a neo-anarchist, you behave an awful lot like an old-world profiteer. I wasn't aware there was a difference between the two. In all seriousness, I'm charging you what the job is worth. Do you know how much work it takes to find a digital ghost? There's going to be wet work, breaking into government archives. Hell, I might even have to commission an expedition into the Sox. This is a serious undertaking, friend. Now, do we have a deal, or don't we? Alright, Alice, it's a deal. Okay, but remember, you say go, and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning back, no refunds. Are we square on this? I don't see what choice I have. I need the information. Yep. Good. I'll be in touch. Okay. Well, we should have no problem getting 50,000, actually. With TJ on the case, we just need to rob 25 more hotels, and we will totally have enough money. Okay, so we've taken the U-Bond, we've met Alice. I guess we check back in with Paul now, see what he has to say about all that just happened here. Alright, well that was a short trip as it turns out. I thought that might be a bit of a longer meeting, but she's short and to the point. I mean, she's a busy woman, Alice. She's an information broker. I wonder if we can donate to Samuel again real quick. What's up, Sammy? Hello again, mein Freund. What can I do for you? Are you accepting donations? Not just at the moment. Alright, well, then I'm just passing by. Sammy, I'll talk to you later, bro. I got plenty of money. I can keep on funding your whole thing there. And I want to. Because, you know, he's doing good work. Oh, geez, there's a bunch of people to talk to here. Blitz has something to say. He's probably not very happy. Hey, Chief. What's up? Any thoughts about that last run? Okay, well, I guess he doesn't actually have anything new to say. It's just that I can talk to him. Well, that's okay then, I guess. Not the end of the world. But Paul? Paul? We need to talk, Paul. We gotta have a chat. Let's have a one-on-one with old TJ, Paul. I made contact with Alice. She accepted the payment. I ordered the search for the information we need. Very good. I can't imagine this will be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? 50,000 new yen, Paul. It's about as I'd expected. Thankfully, we're prepared for this. I have established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged to your computer. One job file is on there already. Okay. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I will continue to dig for clues about Fierschwing. If she is in fact roosting under Harfeld Manor, then there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Well, be careful, Paul. Remember what happened to Monica. I will never forget. Don't worry, TJ Hooker. I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way, through contacts and deduction, and careful observation. I will not jack into the Matrix until this entire sorry episode is finished, which is probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, Malit is working to recover information off of those other DVDs. Okay, so I guess over time she will also get me more information from those DVDs, and he's been checking up on our friend at the Skin Graphs, but he hasn't heard anything yet. Well, thanks for telling me that you've heard nothing, Paul. That was very useful. Oh. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message on to TJ. Okay, what's he want? He has a job for me. I'll keep it in mind. Well, it looks like we have a lot of options here. We could go pretty much anywhere. So I think what I'm gonna do... Well, first, let's make sure that nobody else has anything to say. Iger? Okay. So no one's gonna have anything new to say, I think, except perhaps Dietrich, who... Let's have a chat with old Dietrich here, actually. What's up, Dietrich? Hey, boss. What can I do for you? How are you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death pretty hard, Dietrich. Nah, no harder. I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Iger'll never let herself show any weakness, and Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. Me, I don't give a damn. I spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that, Dietrich? I used to front a punk band, Dietrich. How did I not know this about you? Believe it or not, I spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations. Spouting out, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. Oh my god. Wow. So long, Dietrich. No. What was your band called? Maybe I've heard of it. Oh, I doubt it, boss. You never really got any airplay. Come on, Dietrich. You gotta tell me this. Oh my god. Alright, boss, if you insist. The band was called Messerkampf, spelled just like it sounds, in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything. We just sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36. So most of our time slumming around on East End, picked up enough cockney to irritate the folks back home. Truth be told, the whole chapter of my life's a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame, and we sure as shit didn't care about the money. All that mattered to us was staying young and drunk and angry. That's how punk should be, Dietrich. We managed a second to. Good God. Where has the time gone? Well, anyway, boss. Everything ends eventually. And I washed my hands of all this years ago, so let's change the subject if you don't mind. Wait a second. You can sing? I was the front man for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. Oh, well, that is definitely true, Dietrich. You've got the right of it. But he was not half bad at rallying up a crowd. So how did you go from fronting a band to running the shadows, Dietrich? Already had a healthy disrespect for authority, had the magic to back it up. That probably was a great asset in a punk show, having magic. As long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant, and as long as I was scrapping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care what I did on stage or in the shadows. Okay. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer, Dietrich. Not much to tell. Shows me when I was a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goad me to laugh harder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but the hell with them, I thought. I knew I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased, and rewarded me with magic. And I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls, and so on. It's a simple life, but a good one. Well, you have any thoughts about that last one, Dietrich? Well, we found Winters. You could say that. That's something, I guess. This whole thing has me feeling uneasy, boss. But at least we have a direction to look in. You're right, Dietrich. Well, so long, buddy. I will take it easy. TJ always takes it easy. And I think on that note, everyone, TJ is gonna get his bearings for a bit, because we need to find some jobs around here. We need to make some money so we can afford this, ridiculous 50,000 new yen price tag on this information broking that Alice is gonna do for us. But don't worry, TJ is on the case, and TJ Hooker will certainly make short work of all this. It actually might take a long time. We'll see. Next episode. But until then, I've been John. This has been Shadowrun Dragonfall, and thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.